and I had skewed yet fond recollections of going to the Buddha to see other bands play, and us, where we essentially our first show was played there.
It was a hole.
Yeah,
It was a shithole.
yeah, it was pretty divey. I mean, the thing is, you could see that it could have been grand in its day, you know, but by 1979, 80, 81, it was pretty. It wasn't a good place to be. I mean, it was the place we wanted to be.
It was a scene.
Yeah, it was a scene, and there was a kind of a sense of liberty, freedom. You didn't have to be conventional.
We were in Los Angeles making the record that would become Smilin Buddha Cabaret. We didn't like where a lot of the record was going. We ended up releasing, and the song Ocean Pearl, being the biggest song off that record, was the demo. I mean, that song was a one-take demo. So that's the spirit of punk rock, more of a do-yourself, just grab whatever tools, make it happen, and get it out there and do it. Well, look at that.
That's pretty impressive.
And coincidentally, the sign was available, and it was just this perfect marriage of like, this is exactly the spirit of why we started.
We also have an affinity for, the heritage of the city, and so when it became available, we found out about it, I think, in an article in the Province newspaper, and it came with a phone number. And I said to Alan and Keith, who managed us, I said, phone that number, find out what they want for the sign. I know the guy that actually has the blueprints for this in a filing cabinet. Yeah, so they can actually make this. Again, pretty impressive neon sign. Just the size of it is impressive.
We still run into people who remember those shows wherever they were. When you had that sign, that's a big one that I get. And I've actually run into a few, loaders or bouncers who, I carried that sign.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's interesting because I go, wow, that's something that stuck with people.
A couple places we played, we couldn't get it in the club. And we'd come up
in Montreal.
In Montreal, couldn't get it in the club, and
so it was outside.
It was outside. It was outside the club, lit up, bang. So people knew what was going on. But yeah, so
it would always be this little meeting, get off the bus. Guy, we got to talk about the sign. And I say, okay, we all hop out, what are we going to do? These guys won't lift it, or says that they can't do this, or can go here, and we sort of work that out first, and then build the show from there.